Okay, class. So, good morning. Good morning, class.
Good morning, sir.
How are you doing? Good? Sehat semua? Can we turn off the lights?
Cuma dari sini nggak? Sudah jalan. 3 orang nggak? Iya. Tidak.
Okay, class. So this should be our topic for today. Okay, this is about present perfect tense. So what do you know about present perfect tense? Okay, so this is when to use the present perfect tense. Can you read the this one? Oh yes. Okay, can you read that one? 1, 2, go.
Incidents that happen and actions that started in the past and continue to the present. Experience after the present.
Okay, so when do we use the present perfect tense? When? At an unspecified time and actions that start in the past and continue to the present. Also experiences that after the present. And lastly, the recent actions or changes with present relevance. So next. Yes, okay. So this is the example. For the first one, which is the unspecified past. Okay, she has traveled to Japan. Can you read the other one, the past to present? Next. So for the last one, recent changes. So for recent changes, what does it mean? Something that just happened, right? Yang baru berlaku, perubahan yang baru berlaku. So they have homework, they baru siap. So he said, I have just finished my homework. Okay, so on to the next. So how to use this? So this is the positive structure. So as can you see, all subjects take the past participle from the verb. Okay, so you read I, you, we, they. What does it represent? What does this represent? Yes. So this is the what? The verb, right? So you can replace it with he, she, or it. Okay, so can you read this one? She has. So okay, for this positive structure, it takes all the past participle from the verb. Yes, Kami. Okay, someone.
Thank you.
Right. Okay, so for this one is the negative structure. So what is negative structure? What? Negative structure is when all the subject take the past participle from the verb. So for example, what can you see here? What? Okay, so for this one, look, what is the difference here? What is the difference here? Cannot see. So the difference is this one, NT. What is NT? Have not and has not. So that is the negative structure for this. So the difference, see, The positive one, what's the positive one? What did they have? What they didn't have in the negative structure? They're not right. Okay, okay, so now for the negative structure, what is the difference? What is the difference? We have not right. Okay, now. Okay, so the question structure. All subjects take the past participle form of the verb. So have, you can see previously. Okay, now they put it in the first right. And then on the next one, they put it in the middle. So can you read the sentence? Have I, you, we, or they eaten? So they put in the middle right. And while the verb, they put it earlier. Or the next one. So they put, this one is the positive or negative? Positive one. Next. Okay. So for English lessons, the verbs are divided into two. So what is the first one? Regular verbs. So what is regular verbs? What? Just read this one. Here, can you give me one example? One example. The one with past tense, past participle. What? Something that can be added by D, ED or IED in the last. What? Play. Okay, good. So for irregular verbs, can you read? Next. So now regular verbs. Okay, so this is how do you spell or put regular verbs. So if the verb ends in a silent E, you can simply add D. So this is the example. Live, head, bake. So they put what in the last after the E? D. Good. So can you read the example? So they put after the letter E. Alright, so next. So for most of the verbs, they have like, okay, for the words like talk, clean and watch, you can put ED for the past tense. So as you can see, talk, it will be talk. Okay, so can you read the example? So you know that most of the verbs can add what? ED for the tense, regular verbs. Okay, so for the Y, for example, cry. So what do you put after the words, or you replace? IED, like sentence what? Cry, and then it will be changed to cry. Okay, for example, he has studied English since morning. So for the word study, what did the letter end with study? Y. So they changed to IED. Right. Next. So for irregular verbs, of course. Okay. So here's a list of some of the most common irregular verbs. So I believe you know some of this or one of this. Like for example, for the word be, what are you gonna change to? Be. Next. Begin to begun. And the other one, which is know to known. So do you know about this? And do you really put it on your essay or something with your work? Yeah. Okay, so for do, they change to did or what? Done. While cut, does it change? No, why? Why? Because it can change for the cut. Okay, so for the next one is to use for and since. Okay, for. What is for indicates for? Yes, indicates the duration of time. So can you see the example? What? Okay, so what is the duration of time for the first one? For 5 years. Similar to the other two examples, right? Okay, like the last one. They have room for 6 months. So the duration of time is 6 months. Next. Okay, what about since? Okay, so what is the starting point of the action for the first example? Okay, so what is the starting point? What is the starting point? What? It's yesterday. Okay, for the second one, he has worked as a teacher since 2010. So, what is the starting point? Alright, similar to the last one, which is 8 p.m. Good. So, can you understand for now? You want me to repeat? Okay, so that's it for present continuous. Now, we'll move to the next one. Okay, so before we watch, I want you to watch these YouTube videos about present perfect and present perfect continuous.
Perfect and the present perfect continuous for both finished and unfinished actions. Let's take a quick look at how we form them before we start comparing them. So the present perfect is have has plus the past participle. I have worked. The negative, have and has plus not plus the past participle. I have not worked. And as a
Okay, so what is that? The positive and the negative one. So what did they put in the negative one? The not, right? Good.
question, have or has plus the subject plus the past participle. Have I worked? Now let's take a look at how we form the present perfect continuous. The positive is has or has plus been plus verb ing. I have been working. The negative, we just put in a not. Has or have not been verb ing. I have not been working. And as a question, we have has or have plus subject plus been plus verb ing. Have I been working? It's important to note that we cannot use the present perfect continuous with stative verbs. Stative verbs don't refer to a physical action. They express something that is permanent. They express a state or a condition. To like, to love, to believe, to know, to understand. You can say, I've known her for years. You cannot say, I've been knowing her for years. You can say, I've been here for a while. You cannot say, I've been being here for a while. Just so that's clear. We can use the present perfect and the present perfect continuous to talk about actions, unfinished actions that started in the past and are still true now. We often use them with since and for. I have lived in England for 3 years. I have been studying English since 2003. I've been studying English since 2017. Now,
Okay, so that's about what? The duration of time. So what did they use? The word what? Since. Right.
especially with the verbs study, live, and work, there is no real difference in meaning between the two. I've lived in England for 3 years. I've been living in England for 3 years. They mean the same thing. I've studied English since 2017. I've been studying English since 2017. Again, they mean the same thing. She has worked here for 6 months. She has been working here for 6 months. Once again, they mean the same thing. So I hope that clears up some of your doubts. Unfortunately, sometimes there is a difference in meaning between these two tenses, the present perfect and the present perfect continuous. I'm going to discuss 4 situations where there is a difference in meaning. Number 1, the present perfect continuous can be used to emphasize the amount or length of time that has passed, whereas the present perfect is generally neutral. It might sound complicated, but take a look at these 2 sentences. She's been working for...
Stocks cannot go up in a straight line forever, right? After some while, just like when you climb up a 10-story building, right, you need to take a rest in between. Some people may think that it's time to take profit.
Okay, that's not English lesson, huh? This one.
She has worked for hours. She's been working shows more emphasis about the hours that have passed. It's a very subtle difference, but it's there. The second situation, the present perfect is commonly used to talk about how much or how many, but this is impossible with the present perfect continuous. Let me show you. She has eaten 3 pieces of toast this morning. That sentence is perfectly fine. Let's try it with the present perfect continuous. She has been eating 3 pieces of toast this morning. It doesn't work. You can't use it. He's drunk 7 cups of coffee this morning. I hope not. Poor guy. You cannot say he has been drinking 7 cups of coffee this morning. It has to be the present perfect when talking about how much or how many. Let's take a look at the third situation. The present perfect continuous often focuses on the action itself, whereas the present perfect focuses on the completion of the action. Again, it's much easier to see this written out than to listen to an explanation. So I'll give you some examples. Take a look at these 2 sentences. I've been watching the TV series you recommended. I've watched the TV series you recommended. With the first one, I've been watching, I'm showing that I am still watching it. I haven't finished the action yet. Whereas with the second one, I've watched, I'm telling you that I have finished watching it. Sometimes it's not quite as obvious. She's been seeing a therapist. She's seen a therapist. With she's been seeing, it implies that her treatment is ongoing. She's still seeing that therapist. She's seen a therapist means she's seen one and now she may have stopped seeing one, or her treatment has ended. Another thing to note is that with the present perfect, we can use yet and already. I know lots of you struggle with for, since, yet and already. We've discussed for and since. Now, yet and already. I have seen the film already, or I've already seen the film. You can put already at the end, or you can put it between have or has and the participle. I have already seen. A common mistake that I hear is I have seen already the film. And it doesn't, well, we would understand you, but it doesn't quite sound right. And yet, this goes at the end. Have you seen the film yet? No, I haven't seen it yet. You can put yet between have, has, and the participle. I haven't yet seen it, but it sounds quite old-fashioned. I haven't yet gone, I haven't yet seen it. It sounds nice, it sounds very formal and old-fashioned, like you'd read in an old book. In the question form, doesn't sound right at all. Have you yet seen the film? No, don't use that. Sometimes we use the difference between the present perfect and the present perfect continuous to talk about different kinds of results in the present. Again, it's much easier to see this in an example, so I will provide those. I've done all of my chores, so I can come out tonight. We use the present perfect when the result comes from the action being finished. I can come out tonight because I've finished my chores. It's completed. I've been doing my chores, so I'm exhausted. We use the present perfect continuous when the result comes from doing the action itself. I am exhausted from carrying out all of my chores. Another example, I've prepared a big dinner, so you can come over. I've been preparing a big dinner, so all of my pans are dirty. My pans are dirty as a result of the preparation, but you can come over because I've finished preparing the dinner. In the first example, with the present perfect, you can come over because I've finished preparing my dinner. In the second example, with the present perfect continuous, all of my pans are dirty because of the preparation of my dinner, the action of doing it. Finally, we can use the present perfect continuous to talk about situations that aren't permanent, things that are not usual. I've been sleeping badly. I don't normally sleep badly, but recently I've been sleeping badly. Normally I buy lunch at the canteen, but I've been bringing lunch from home. I've been getting up early to work out. I don't usually do this, but recently I have been doing this. Right, that is the grammar explanation. Those are the differences between the present perfect and the present perfect continuous. Now it's time to check your understanding. I have created a quiz. It's in the PDF.
Okay, so what's the video about? Just read the title, right? Okay, good. So now we'll continue with present continuous tense. Okay, what can you understand a bit based from the video? What can you understand? What can you understand? How to use an sentence, right? For the sentence question. So next, present continuous tense. Okay, so class, when to use the present continuous tense? When? Okay, read this one. Okay, so talk about actions that happening right now or temporary actions. So for actions that happening right now, okay, what am I doing right now? Right, I'm explaining and teaching to you. So for the temporary actions, what is the example? Okay, so read the second one. So that will be that's the example for temporary actions, right? So for the last one, so that is actions that are happening right now. Similar to the first one, right? They are reading a book now. So what that indicates that the action is happening right now. What words? The word what? Now. Good. Next. Okay, so this is the positive structure. Alright, so what did they put for all the subjects? The words ing. Right, so for example, read the first one. So they put the word ing after the subject. So the verb will take the ing at the end of the words. So the word is eating, right? Next. Okay, so for the negative structure, what did they put? Best, you learned that before, right? On the previous slide. Okay, so for this, they didn't put what? Not. So for this one, what did they put? Not. But the subject still take what? The ing. So can you read the first one? The second one? So the negative structure is ent or the not, right? So, but the subjects will still take ing in the end, which is eating. Right. Okay, so for the question structure, can you read the first one? Am I eating? So the subject still take the ing, right? And for the second one, so they put it in the middle, in between the subjects and the verb, right? So the last one, are you eating? Yes. So the subject, they still take the verbs or not? Yes. Okay, so there are several spelling rules while adding ing. Okay, so for most verbs like do, play, and study, they put ing in the end. Like do will be doing, play will be playing, study will be. Okay, so for the ed or ied, what do you put for the play? ied or ed? The ied. For the past tense, what did they put? For play, what did they put? Ed or ied? Ed. So now it will be changed to playing. What did they put? Ing. That's the difference for this one, for the spelling rules. So while studying, what did they put? Ing also. So do we need to remove the y? No, why? Why? Because it will be changed, the meaning. Maybe the words. Alright, so next, for verbs that ends with E, we will drop the E and add ing. So, for example, make. Can we spell make like this? No, it sounds weird and doesn't have any meaning, right? So what did they remove? The E in the make, so it will be making, while the other one will be take and taking. The last one is write and writing. So we cannot just spell writing, right? Yes. Can we use this one? Can we use this one? No. So the next one is for one syllable verbs ending in the consonant and vowel and consonant, double the final consonant and add ing. So for the word sit, what did they put? They double the final consonant, which is T. So it will be what? They will be adding what? No, T-I-N-G. They will double the final consonant. So it will be end up like this. So can we use just S-I-T-I-N-G? We didn't double the final consonant. We sound word right. So for the run, what is the final consonant? For the word run. What? And. So there will be double the final consonant to N-I-N-G. Running. The last one is similar, right? Plan. Okay, next for the verbs that ends with IE. Okay, good. Okay, what do we change IE? To Y and ING. So, okay, for time, we will change what? The IE, right? So it will be changed to. Alright, they will change the IE to Y, and then they will add the ING to the final one, to the last one. Similar with die. Can we just put like this? Is it right? No. So it will be change the IE to Y and add the ING. So it will be DYING, dying. Similar to lying. Okay, so the next one, for verbs that end with C, we will add K before adding ing. Okay, can you read the first example? Picnic. Okay, what if I write like this? So, is this right? That is what? Picnicing, something like that. So, how do we correct this one? By what? By adding K. So, okay, all of this and with letter what? So, we will change these three to K. We will add the letter K. So, for the first one, what will we add after the picnic? K-I-N-G. Similar to this one, and the other one, panicking. Can we just put like this? So how do you pronounce that one? Panicking. So what do we add? K. Plus K. What about the last one? Mimic. What if we don't add K? Mimicking. Mimicking. So we also will add the letter K, right? Okay, so for now, can you understand? Yes. You want me to explain more? Okay, the next one is for time expressions. Okay, we usually use the following time expressions with the present continuous tense. So what is the time expression here? Now, right now, at the moment, currently, this week, weekend, or month. So for example, what? So what is the time expression? Now. Good. Thanks. Okay, so now I will pass these worksheets. This is only the simple one. After that, we will be discussed. Is it fine? Okay, so everyone have the questions. So, what is the questions about? Present perfect and present continuous. Okay, so can we start now? Okay, semua dapat? belum siap 5 minutes? Ada yang belum? Okay, 3 minutes. Okay, let's go. Okay, 2 minutes. Ada yang belum siap lagi? Yang belum. Okay, class, everyone's done? Okay, so we only discuss for the questions number 1 until 4, and for questions 5 until 8, we will talk about what is the present perfect or present continuous use. Okay, so for the first one, what is the answer? B, 4. So what is the explanation? 4 is used with a period of what? Period of time. So what is the period of time there? 5 years. So the answer is 4. Okay, number 2. What? Yeah. Okay, correct. Number 3. 4. Number 4. Right. Yesterday. Actually, you can use all the answer. Not any other than now. Because of the what? Yes, so the answer, what is the wrong answer? Now. So can you use now when you add past tense? Okay. So for questions number 5. Okay, what is the present perfect or present continuous? Is it present perfect or present continuous? What? It's present continuous. Why? Ing, ing, right. So when you use ing, when does it happen? Now. So it is what? Present continuous. Okay, number 6. What? I mean, what is used there? Present perfect or present continuous? What? It's present perfect. Because he used to talk about experience at any time up to now. So number 7. He is playing football in the field right now. So, what? It's present one. Okay, what? Is it continuous or perfect? Why? Because of the ing, and it's used something that happening at the moment, right? So for the last one, is it present perfect or present continuous? Okay, why? Why? Okay, so present perfect is used for complete actions, by the way, with relevance to the present. For example, we can see what is the word that we can see, for example, today. Okay, here. So the word is today, right? So today is actions that relevance to the present. So the words today, you mark to the present. Present what? Perfect. Okay, so can you understand maybe a bit for this topic? Maybe just a bit or more. Okay, so I'm glad you can understand a bit. We continue our next class, which is next week. Okay, so you can pass the paper, or you can just put it in your book. Okay, letak di buku. Okay, so class, what do we learn today? Okay, do you manage to recognize or use either two? Yes or no? Yes. Okay, good. Okay, so class, that's all for today. Class and